Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan good morning everybody. Are you okay today? So, we are going to enter new topic, chapter 3, coordination and response. Okay, class, are you ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, coordination and response. Okay, human and living things move all the time. How do human and living things regulate the internal environment inside the body? Okay, so kamu tahu kan, kita as a human being always move all the time. Jadi when we move, it's produce heat. So our body temperature will increase. So how internal environment inside the body being regulated? Okay, that's why kita kena belajar coordination and response. Okay, class. Our body actually is the best temperature regulator. Why? Okay, kita tengok case ni. Okay, class. Our body temperature generally stay at 37 degrees. Everybody knows that our body temperature generally 37 degrees. Optimally 37 degrees, so that all the chemical reactions in the body can function efficiently. Right? Therefore 37 degrees is the normal body temperature. Semua orang body temperature adalah 37 degrees yang paling normal. Okay, do you know that mammal and birds also have a normal body temperature? Oh, rupanya selain mamalia dan juga burung juga mempunyai normal body temperature. Kita mamalia lah, ada normal body temperature. Burung pun ada normal temperature body. Okay. So, for your information, normal body temperature is differ. Dia berbeza-beza according to the types of animal. Dia bergantung pada jenis animal. For example, normal body temperature for magpie is about 39 degrees, while normal body temperature for a porcupine is about 31 degrees. Okay, so dia berbeza-beza according to the types of animal. Okay, class, when we are running, our body produce heat. Okay, everybody knows that when you run, so it will produce heat. Okay, when heat is produced, that will increase our body temperature. Thus, the sweat glands in our body will produce sweat. Okay, kita dah panas, that's why kita akan berpeluh. Kenapa? To reduce the body temperature. What happen if our body tidak mengeluarkan peluh? Okay. So, if the body temperature does not drop to its normal range, our body cell cannot function. Okay, why? Okay, normal body temperature is 37 degrees. Okay, so body temperature tidak drop, naik dan naik. So, ini akan menyebabkan kita punya body cell tak function efficiently, and it might cause death. Okay, kita boleh mati. So, body temperature exceeding 6 degrees from the normal temperature will cause death. Optimum body temperature berapa tadi kelas? 37 degrees. If exceeding 6 degrees from 37, meaning here, okay, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, we are going to die. Okay, so therefore patient with fever should be monitored closely to prevent their body from rising to high. Jadi kalau kita demam, body temperature akan naik, jadi kita kena monitor lah supaya dia jangan terlalu tinggi suhu dia. Okay, class, for today in subtopic 3.1, okay, we are going to communicate about meaning of homeostasis. Have you heard homeostasis before? Never. Okay, let's learn together. Okay, what is the mean by homeostasis? Homeostasis. Okay, so homeostasis actually refer to the maintenance of the internal environment in the body of an organism. Okay, ini maksudnya kelas, homeostasis ni dia adalah merujuk kepada satu proses menstabilkan, maintenance, menstabilkan persekitaran dalaman sesuatu organism. Okey, persekitaran dalaman dia apa dia? Kalau persekitaran luar kita ada pokok, ada udara, ada rumah, ada jalan raya. Okey, kalau persekitaran dalaman, okey, temperature, such as temperature, water, pH and blood pressure. Kenapa nak maintain? Just to make sure it be in a balanced and stable condition. Okey, pelajar-pelajar tingkatan 1 cikgu semua kena ingat bila cikgu kata what is homeostasis? Homeostasis refer to first maintenance. Okay, maintenance of what? Our internal environment. Okay. Example, internal environment such as temperature, water, pH and blood pressure. For what? Just to make sure it be in a balanced and stable condition. Okay, boleh faham tu? Okay, the maintenance of the internal environment. Okay, the maintenance of the internal environment in the body of an organism in a balanced and a stable condition allow all the living process in the body of the organism to work well. Okay, ini sebab dia kita kena jaga supaya semua kita punya proses dalam badan akan berjalan lancar. What happen if the internal conditions are not balanced? Okay, example, our body temperature become too high. Okay, optimal body temperature supposed to be 37 degrees, and then it's going to increase. So what happened? Cell of organism may die and we might die. Okay, bahaya Okay. Okay, class, let's learn about homeostasis in human. Okay. Have you ever used an oven, class? Okay, cikgu rasa semua orang pernah guna oven. Do you know that the thermostat is used to control the temperature of an oven? Okay, oven kita ada temperature sendiri. Okay, jadi rupanya thermostat is used to control the temperature of an oven. If the thermostat detect the temperature of the oven is too high, the heating function in the oven will switch off and the temperature will decrease. Kalau thermostat to detect that the suhu of the oven terlalu tinggi, so apa akan berlaku? Heating function akan switch off. So kepanasan dalam oven akan menurun. Vice versa. Okay, vice versa. Kenapa cikgu kata vice versa? If the thermostat detect the temperature of the oven is too low, rendah sangat, nanti kita kan tak masak pula benda yang kita nak masak. So what happen? The heating function in the oven will switch on to increase the temperature. Okay, oh maksudnya kalau oven thermostat yang kawal. Kalau manusia macam mana? Okay, jom kita tengok. Okay, class. Oh, rupa-rupanya the same condition, the same goes to our body, which have a mechanism. Okay, our body have a mechanism that can regulate body temperature, water content and others to be in a balanced and stable condition. Kalau oven, dia ada thermostat, body kita pun ada mekanisme untuk control all that. Okay, class. So, what is the mechanism that regulate our internal environment? Okay. So, namanya adalah homeostatic control process. Sebut sama-sama dengan cikgu. Homeostatic control process. Okay, let's go. When the internal environment in our body, such as the body temperature increase, okay, what happened? the control center at the brain will detect the changes. Okay, so apa yang buku teks ni cuba cerita kat kita sebenarnya adalah apabila berlaku kenaikan suhu dalam internal environment kita, dalam badan kita, berlaku kenaikan suhu, what happen? Control center yang terdapat pada brain, okay, dalam otak kita ni ada satu control center, dia akan detect the changes. Oh no, our body temperature increase. So what happen? Okay, corrective mechanism will take place. Okay, and then the temperature will reduce to its normal range. Oh, rupanya jika suhu badan meningkat, corrective mechanism akan take action. And then when the body temperature decrease, a corrective mechanism will take place also, and the temperature will rise to its normal range. Okay, so kita tengok diagram, schematic diagram homeostatic control process. Okay, class. Okay, our body temperature, normal body temperature is 37 degrees. What happen if our body temperature rise up from 37 degrees up to 38, 39 degrees? Okay, so control center will detect the changes. Oh no, our body temperature is rise up. So what happened then? Okay, corrective mechanism will take place. So when the corrective mechanism will take place, our body temperature will decrease and go back to the normal temperature range. Okay, so serupa juga berlaku jika our normal temperature range ataupun our body temperature decrease. So control center at the brain will detect the changes, and then corrective mechanism take place, and what happened then? Our body temperature will become increase and then back to the normal temperature range. Okay, faham tak anak-anak murid cikgu? So cikgu harap kamu semua faham. Okay, so conclusion here, homeostasis is important to human. Okay, among the most important homeostasis in the human body are the regulations of water and body temperature. Ada dua important homeostasis yang berlaku dalam badan manusia yang paling penting lah. Okay, yang pertama adalah regulations of water, yang kedua adalah body temperature. Okay, how does my body regulate water content? And how does my body regulate body temperature? Okay? Okay. So, untuk hari ni kita berhenti di sini. Nanti next class cikgu sambung lagi. Cikgu harap kamu semua faham. Jika kamu kurang faham, ulang slide cikgu berulang kali. Okay. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat pagi.